Okay, before we start lesson about biology, who the class president in the class? Okay, your name is Naftali?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Naftali, please start class 3.
Okay, before we start our lesson for biology, let us pray. Pray begin. Pray finish.
Okay, thank you, Naftali. Good morning.
Good morning,
Okay,
sir.
how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, then I find open the class and learning about biology before entrance to class today. I will check attendance in the students. I will check who absent in today.
Nobody.
Nobody. Oh, great. Everyone is present today, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And ready to learn biology?
Ready, sir.
Ready? Okay. Okay, I open the PowerPoint. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. Now, today we learn about dichotomous key. Who know is about dichotomous key? Okay, Naftali.
Dichotomous key is a scientific tool that used for identify organisms, sir.
Okay, it's the both tools and then identify about animal or plant or microorganism in classify in the family, kingdom, species, genus, and entrance the animal or plant to morphology and physiology in the animal or plant. Okay, next I have a riddle for everyone in the class about one question. How do you tell the difference between a butterfly and a bat if they can both fly? Bat and butterfly can fly, kan? Yes, you can fly. Yeah. How do you difference between butterfly and bat? Yes. Anyone? Answer the question and riddle. Okay, Naftali again.
Butterfly is an insect and a bat is a mammal.
Okay, very nice. Excellent for Nafi. Butterfly is insect and bat a mammal in the classifier. Next, about morphology in the two animals in the riddle. Anyone can answer? About leg and how to fly, and then morphology in the head, in the wings. Anyone sure? Difference bat and butterfly? Dilihat? You can? In the wings, bat and butterfly. What difference? Yes. In the wings, butterfly.
Butterfly wings are made within membranes compressed with the tiny colors
morphology in the wings, in the have membrane, in the butterfly, and the back is the hand in bottom skin to the fly in the sky. Okay?
Okay.
The next question is the question I give an answer from Nafi Dichotomous about the term dichotomous scheme. I want Sarah to answer the question in the PowerPoint.
Dichotomous scheme is a scientific used to identify organisms or objects by guiding the user to a series of five contrasting statements or questions about observable characteristics.
Okay, Nafi, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, good. Sure. Okay, is the question is enough. And then next, learning objectives in the today, because all of that is related to our topic today according to the lesson plan, and you, everyone, have achieved the learning objective in lesson today about dichotomous key. First, after watching the animated learning video, students are able to correctly describe the dichotomous key of living things. And number two, after watching the animated learning video, students are able to create simple dichotomous key correctly. And then last, number three, after watching the animated learning video animate, students have an attitude and cooperating in the groups. And you, everyone is to make a group with the 4 students and create group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is you, Erika and Lydia, and group 2, Sela and Naftali. Okay? Before I make a group, I have some things are good for today, and some things is a tool about assistance to achieve learning objective in today. This is an animation video about dichotomous key, and then everyone look and watching and analyze the animation video in the today. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's go. Are you ready?
Ready, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Santai. Chill. Wait a minute ya.
Padahal dia bisa ngomong please wait a minute ya, dia ngomong wait a minute ya gitu kan.
Wait a minute. Please. Wait a minute. My animation video is missing. No. Yes, I get it. excited, Lydia?
Yeah. Yes.
You like, yeah, like. Interest? Yes. Okay. This is a animation video about the chemistry, and enjoy the watching and analyze. Not to sleep.
Try not to sleep.
Okay, don't sleep, yes.
Yes.
Disclaimer is the language in the animation video is bahasa, and then you have a translate bahasa in English because the class is English. Okay.
Bagaimana ya cara ilmuwan mengelompokkan mereka? Halo teman-teman, perkenalkan saya Kak Tejo yang akan menemani kalian mempelajari materi biologi tentang klasifikasi makhluk hidup dengan topik kunci determinasi. Sebelum kalian lanjut mempelajari kunci determinasi, kalian pasti sudah memahami materi prasarat tentang konsep klasifikasi makhluk hidup, perkembangan klasifikasi makhluk hidup, dan sistem 5 kingdom. Untuk menguji pemahaman terkait prasarat materi kalian, yuk jawab soal berikut ini. Baik, kita masuk ke soal yang pertama. Apa tujuan utama dari klasifikasi makhluk hidup?
Why? Anyone answer the question? Wait.
Jawaban yang
Yes. It's in bahasa, okay? It's the what's goal? What's the goals?
What's the goal for
Classification. It's the it's the what's the goal?
What's the goal for classification for living organism
Yes,
classification?
living organism. Okay. Who answer the question? Sorry.
B, sir.
Okay. B. Yes. You the group living organism as a similarity and difference. Yeah. Okay. Next.
tujuan utama dari klasifikasi makhluk hidup? Jawaban yang benar adalah ya, B.
It's easy.
Perbedaan. Baik, kita lanjut ke soal nomor 2. Sistem klasifikasi.
Okay. Number 2. Anyone understand? Answer.
Me.
Okay. And
C, sir. Morphology and anatomy.
okay. Good job.
Klasifikasi makhluk hidup pertama kali dikembangkan oleh ilmuwan yang mengelompokkan organisme berdasarkan. Benar sekali. Jawabannya benar adalah C. Morfologi dan anatomi. Lanjut ke soal yang terakhir. Manakah dari berikut ini yang tidak termasuk dalam sistem 5 kingdom Whittaker?
Wait. Five system of 5 kingdom by Whittaker. Monera, fungi, archaea, prostis.
Archaea.
What?
Archaea.
Archaea? No. It's your speaking is Archaea. No.
Archaea.
Archaea.
Okay.
Okay, the D is correctly.
Dalam sistem 5 kingdom Whittaker, excellent, makhluk hidup berdasarkan akses.
Sorry.
Kunci determinasi adalah alat bantu untuk
mengidentifikasi dan mengklasifikasikan makhluk hidup berdasarkan ciri-ciri morfologi ataupun anatomi yang dimilikinya. Kunci ini berbentuk serangkaian pertanyaan yang mengarahkan kita untuk menentukan nama suatu organisme. Pada tahun 1735, Carolus Linnaeus pertama kali memperkenalkan penggunaan kunci determinasi, di mana tiap langkah dalam kunci tersebut terdiri atas dua alternatif atau dua ciri yang saling berlawanan, sehingga disebut kunci dikotomi. Langkah pertama pada penggunaan kunci determinasi yaitu mengamati ciri-ciri organisme, baik itu dari morfologi ataupun anatominya, misalnya bentuk daun pada tumbuhan dan jumlah kaki pada hewan. Selanjutnya membaca pertanyaan ataupun pernyataan dalam kunci determinasi satu persatu. Dan yang ketiga yaitu memilih pertanyaan ataupun pernyataan yang sesuai dengan karakteristik yang sudah diamati. Dan yang terakhir yaitu melanjutkan ke pertanyaan berikutnya hingga sampai pada identifikasi. Sesuai dengan langkah awal, kita amati ciri-ciri organisme terlebih dahulu. Wah, ternyata ini tumbuhan dan termasuk kingdom plantae. Ayo kita lihat kunci determinasi untuk tumbuhan. Selanjutnya, kalian baca pertanyaan dalam kunci determinasi satu persatu. Bisa kita lihat kunci determinasi berikut ini yang sudah kakak pilih sesuai dengan langkah yang ketiga. Kita lihat pertanyaan pertama, tumbuhan ini berspora atau tidak berspora ya? Jawabannya, tumbuhan ini tidak berspora. Untuk langkah berikutnya, yaitu melanjutkan ke pertanyaan berikutnya. Karena tadi jawabannya tidak berspora, maka kita akan lanjut ke pertanyaan nomor 3. Kita berhasil mendapatkan jawabannya bahwa tumbuhan tersebut adalah tumbuhan jagung. Dari jagung, yaitu mengurutkan nomor pertanyaan yang sesuai dengan ciri-ciri dari jagung. Maka kunci determinasi dari jagung adalah 1B, 3A, 4B.
Okay, is enough for the animation video, and then everyone is make a group, and I give your worksheet in the group 1, okay, and you group 2.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. The worksheets is train your critical thinking, creativity, and cooperation to work and to work the worksheet. Okay. Now, I give your 10 minutes. Is the finish?
Probably.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the worksheet is too easy, bro. I trust you can to answer worksheet 2 digits. Okay? Okay. And yeah. Let's working in the group. After discussion, group 1 and group 2 go to front of class and presentation, research, analyze, and discussion in the 10 minutes. I give you 10 minutes. Okay?
Gini 10 menit. Yang bener aja lo.
Yeah.
Good one?
Yes.
Good too?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Foto lanjut. Itu kita lagi jualan. Yang nomor 1 2 kelompok Erika, 3 4 kelompokku.
Yes. Okay, group 1 and group 2 finish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, after the discussion and time is up, and group 1 please presentation your result and discussion in the front class.
Okay, guys, thank you for the opportunity given to us. Let me introduce myself. My name is Erika and my name is Vidya. Okay, today we will present our result of our discussion.
Okay.
The question number 1 is, which plant belong to the families Malvaceae, Sigiberaceae, Commelinaceae, and Canaceae? And number 2 is, what are the specific characteristics of each of the families? And the third question is, explain the similarities and difference between Malvaceae and Sigiberaceae. And then the last question is, explain the similarities and difference between Commelinaceae and Canaceae. Finish. The answer is number 1.
Number 1, Malvaceae, Hibiscus, Cotton, Okra. Next, Sigiberaceae, Ginger, Turmeric, Galangal. Next, Commelinaceae, Stridowort, Dinosaur. Canaceae, Canadilli.
Okay, maybe that's all for from group 1. Thank you.
Group 2, any suggestion or interpretation?
No, sir.
No. Okay, thank you. And sit down please, group 1. Okay. Group 2, your turn. Oh, plus group 1. Okay, group 2.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. We will present our presentation about Malvaceae, Sigiberaceae, and Canaceae, and Commelinaceae. First, the similarities and difference between Malvaceae and Sigiberaceae. Both Malvaceae and Sigiberaceae share similarity in floral and seed structure. Their flowers are generally large and showy, which is typical for attracting pollinators. Both families produce seeds and flowers as angiosperms and have reproductive structure adapted for pollination. Therefore, there are some differences. The different are leaf shape, stem characteristic, growth form, veination, and economic uses. In summation, Malvaceae are dicot plants with broad, serrated leaves, woody and herbaceous stems, and mucilaginous glands in leaves. Sigiberaceae are monocot plants with long, narrow leaf, rhizomatous stem, and mucilaginous glands, mainly known for their aromatic rhizomes used as spice. The next question will be explained by my partner.
Similarities between Commelinaceae and Canaceae both belong to the Canaceae and Canaceae both belong to the order Comminalis and are part of the Comminid clade with monocots, but both are herbaceous plants often perennial and frequently have rhizomes. Their leaf has spiral veination and a feature of monocots, but families have showy flowers that attract pollinators, and their flowers are often bisexual. They share some ecological habitats, mostly tropical and subtropical regions. And the difference between Comelaenaceae and Sanaceae aspect is growth from leaves and flower. In summary, Comelaenaceae, the flower or spiderwort family, are mostly small herbs or climbers with small, short-lived flowers and superior ovaries. Sanaceae are erect herbaceous plants with large, asymmetrical flowers, inferior ovaries, and showy stamens, often cultivated as ornamentals.
Okay, so that's all from our discussion.
Okay, good one. Yeah.
Enough, sir.
Enough, pass.
Yes,
Okay,
pass.
the great answer from group 2. Be focused. Okay, and then group 1 and group 2 presentation. And next, answer the question in the link to WA groups. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you can access. Digital play. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to answer the question. And are you ready?
Yes, sir. Wait.
Wait, okay. Anika,
Huh?
ready?
Ready.
Vidya,
Ready, sir.
Sarah,
Sir.
ready? Okay. Natalie,
Ready, sir.
okay. Any problems? Any problems? Oh, you can access. You complete. You complete. Okay. Okay. I give you the 5 minutes and let's start. Three minutes. Anyone finish? Anyone?
Wait, sir.
Yes. Pada finish?
Saya finish, sir.
Okay, Erika finish the test. Vidya,
Wait.
Sarah. Okay.
taxonomy, but also promote critical thinking and observation skill in biological studies. As a simple yet effective method, the dichotomous K is widely used in education, research, and fieldwork for exploring the diversity of life. Maybe that's all for me, sir. Thank you.
Okay, exactly. Thank you, Erika. So we learn about classification and how to do dichotomous key and research. Learn today. Anyone in some reflection?
Any game, please.
The learnings today. Reflection. Lydia.
Today class was very fun,
Okay.
enjoy,
Yes.
but maybe there were less games.
Okay. Thank you, Lydia. And after reflection, we close the class, and the class of president in the class, please close the lesson today.
Okay, before we close our class, let us